if I didn't have $1 in my account right here today as we speak, I'm gonna be straight for the rest of my life. No question, right? I don't think everybody is in that. And when you've sacrificed your whole life to get here, and you're like, yeah, I played 10 years in the league. And I always explain this to people, like, bro, you give somebody a 5-year, $100 million contract, right? What is it really? It's 5 years for 60. You're getting taxed. Do the math. That's 12 a year, that you have to spend, use,
Save,
invest, flaunt, like whatever, however, just being real. I'm gonna buy a car, I'm gonna give my mama a house, I'm gonna do everything costs money. So if you spending $4 million a year, that's really 40 million over 5 years, 8 a year, and now you start breaking down the numbers, it's like that's a 5-year span of where you're getting 8 million. Can you make that last forever? And you always hear the people who ain't us and ain't been in the position, like, oh, well, that would last a lifetime.
All right, so let me add some context to it. So basically, this was Odell Beckham Jr. He was doing an interview on the podcast, and basically, in a nutshell, and it's gone viral. Basically, he's saying that $100 million is not a lot of money. So forgive me, y'all. This shit funny just saying it, dog. With that being some shit hard not to laugh at, dog, even when I be trying to be serious.
Oh, you tickled, man. You tickled about that one.
100 mil? 100 millions?
He gave context, though. He gave context. He gave context.
How much context he gave?
He gave context.
Hey, true.
A hell of a context, man.
Hey, true. You can give a lot of context with 100 million.
But see, this is one of my favorite topics.
Hey, but I tell you what.
Yeah,
we gonna go and let you go first on it then.
Okay. Now I get it. I think you got to be definitely careful with your words, because the average person ain't never gonna see 100 mil. And so coming from someone every day who's working, or never touched a mill, never touched 10, 100 million, you like, what you mean? Like, what can't I not get? But he broke it down, and I think that's where we sometimes don't do ourselves a good service of educating what it truly means to earn income and substantial income. Like a dollar is a dollar, but when you start running in circles where you're paying for protection, so like having a certain amount of money like that, you got to have a lawyer and retainer. You're gonna have to have estate planning. You need to start understanding how taxes work and whatnot. Well, then, chopping down 100 mil, it's not a lot relatively. I think where we miss it as a people is that we think like employees and not understand that it's not how much you make, it's how much you're able to sustain and maintain over the course of years. And I can understand what he said, because you can make 100 mil, like he said, come down to 60. So your earning years in the league is what, 3 years, 5 years, give or take? Well, then you may be out the league at what, 26, 27 years old? Well, average lifespan of a man is 72, 75. So now you got to figure out how to maintain for the next 50 years. And you're not going to make the 12 million per year he stated. You may be bringing in, let's say, $250,000. And some people be like, well, $250,000 compared to 12 million, that's a big disparity, but not understanding that's what you're earning. And it's there's so many legs to it. I understand finance. That's one of my favorite topics. But I think we need to educate ourselves more and not get so caught up on the fact that 100 mil, 50 mil, 300 mil, whatever it may be, is a big number. It's the source of how you get your money. It's not how much, it's the source. And I'll land there.
Well, go. Talk your shit. I like this. We sound like a debate coming. Let's go.
Okay,
Let's
true.
go.
Okay.
Hey, True ain't no rookie. True done been on all the big podcasts.
Yeah.
So it's good. Let's
Hey, we
go.
have a mama's house. We have a mama's
Yeah,
house. We talk real.
yeah.
I want to get a little pushback, but I mean, it's 100 million. I get it. I see all the variables what you're saying, but it's 100 million, and you're saying that okay, he plays. Say he does 3 years, and then he's out the league. He does 3, but he still got the 100. He still get the everything's still good. And then what is he just not to do anything for the rest of his life to make money? Is he not to like understand how to like maybe invest some stuff that could flip that money? Because I know like family members, like regular folks, like this is regular folks, real estate folks. They buy houses, they flip them, they invest, they put money back, they save it, they get IRAs, Roth accounts, all those kind of things, and you still have to carry a life. And some people only make maybe $80,000 to $200,000 a year, but they still be able to build up a nest egg for themselves to retire with. So I'm just kind of like 100 million, a grown dude that went through 4 years of fucking college because you played football, you could get a degree, you could think. So there's some sort of accountability and responsibility that seems that has to go there in the sense of like, you didn't think about the long run, the long game, because I heard him say, I'm gonna go buy a car, I'm gonna go get a house, I'm gonna go splurge and this and that. And it's like, splurge, what does that mean? You're gonna blow $1 million at the club, or what? You're gonna blow $500,000 on a car that's gonna depreciate, or what? Because I'm just talking to since you say you like talking about finances, so I'm saying, do those come into factor, or do we just keep looking at them because it's a young superstar dude and they're just they don't have that kind of thinking?
Well, I think I don't know if you misheard him. He was talking about what you can expect from someone earning that amount. And I did give credence. I said that if you have that type of, wealth, you have to now maintain it over the course of maybe the next 50 some odd years. What I was saying, I could understand in his realm, in his world, not your every average day person, 100 million may not be a lot because like I gave context. You got a lawyer on retainer. So if you're going to have a good lawyer on retainer, you're going to have to hand them probably about $250,000 to $500,000, maybe even $1 million that they get to keep. That's already off your books, right? Then you're talking about you're not going to live in your average everyday household neighborhood. You live with that kind of lifestyle, you're going to make sure that you're protected. So you're going to go into economical levels of real estate that it's going to be in the millions. I can understand why 100 mil is not a lot if you don't know what to do with it. You don't know how to manage it. You have no financial, prowess. No one in your family's ever seen that type of money. Average everyday people would think that's a lot, but I can understand why it's not. Because I'll ask you like this.
I think.
Go ahead.
No, I think that's where I get disconnected when it's like when you say it's the average person, it's a lot of money, then you say it's not, and it's like I know people who do that, but it's like that they even say that's a lot of money. That's a lot. Like I know a person like that makes 50 million a year, and that's what they've been doing for the consistently, and it's like they still 100 million is still a lot of money. So I'm just saying. So there, I get because I agree with you on the part. Like if you don't have any kind of financial literacy, of course it's gonna go down. It's gonna go where it goes. You know what I'm saying? I get that.
Let me give it context. It's not the number because I know people who make that kind of money too. It's the source. The disconnect, I think, and maybe I should be clear. He's an NFL. He was an NFL player, so he's an employee. At some point, he was an employee, right? That's the worst tax bracket to be in. If you're gonna make 100 mil, you do not want to make it W-2. You do not want to make it as an employee. You want to make it through asset, acquisition. You want to make it through some level of being able to funnel it. So from what he gave, from what I grasped, yes, as an NFL player, without businesses, without estate planning, That's not a lot of money because tax bracket, you're getting crucified every year holding that amount.
For example, Mike Tyson. You know, we can use Mike Tyson.
Hold on,
as
Big Green.
example.
Let him finish cooking. I don't want to cut him off. Okay.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay.
Oh yeah, for example, like Mike Tyson, man. You know, he lost all that. You know, he had like what he had billions. You know what I'm saying? Somewhat close to it. Somewhere, you know, he had a lot of money.
He had a lot of money.
He had over 100 million.
Yeah, I'm just fact checking you. That's all. But he had a lot, not billions, though.
Yeah, he had over 100 million at one point. But you know, the way you use it is the way it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? A foolish man with money, you know, he gonna spend it. You know, he gonna spend it, it's gone. But somebody that invest, somebody that build a business, you know what I'm saying, do different things with it, it can last a long time. It's how you use it, it's how you look at things. And money don't talk. So if you don't go around telling everybody, hey, I got $1 million, then you know, $100 million or whatever it is, then you know what I'm saying, nobody gotta know about it. You ain't gotta spend it. You know what I'm saying? You can use it for yourself or do whatever you want to do with it, take care of your family on the low or whatever. It's a lot of benefits to having that type of money. But the way you use it, yeah, it'll go. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna have no money no more if you just splurge and go buying houses, doing all this shit, and you ain't got no backup plan to back none of that up. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna make it back when you spend it? So I understand what the guy in the video was talking about, man. He said, I can have $1, you know what I'm saying, in my pocket, you know what I'm saying, that million could be sitting over there. I ain't gonna touch it. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. That's what I got out of that. You know, that's what I got out of that plug with that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is my thoughts on it. All right, so, and I'm not saying y'all looking at it from this perspective, but I'm just using how I view one way people may be looking at it, and then I'm gonna tell you how I'm looking at it. So when it comes to the subject of matter and what he's saying, right? Regardless if you 18 or if you 48, $100 million is a lot of fucking money. There ain't a human, there ain't an age, there ain't nothing that can change that, y'all. 100 mil is exactly what it is. Whether it's with a stupid motherfucker, a young motherfucker, an old motherfucker, or a wise motherfucker. 100 mil is a lot of goddamn money. Let's get that straight. I don't give a damn what Uncle Sam taking, what fees is getting took out of it. $100 million is a lot of money. Okay, so let's say after the 100 mil is 50. 50 million out of 100 is a lot of money, right? And we talking about $50 million is a lot of money in the richest country on the planet. Lord forbid you move anywhere else. So we talking about it only gets better if the further you get away from America, right? So let's just add a more layer to it, right? I don't give a fuck about him, his age. I don't give a damn if he's young. All that shit he talking about. Oh, I ain't gotta buy my mama shit. I ain't gotta buy my brother shit. I ain't gotta buy nobody's shit. Right? So, and if I do, like Shannon Shaw said, you gotta buy everybody $1 million house, motherfucker. You can't buy that punk ass a $300,000 house. Like, what the fuck? And what they gonna do if they can't afford the upkeep of $1 million house? How the fuck they can afford $1 million house, right? So I see a nigga who basically feel like shit, like most of them do, because he done fucked off all that money on a bunch of bullshit. Now, let me add some context to it, right? Odell Beckham luxury includes over 13 vehicles, some of which is a Lamborghini Urus, a Ferrari SF90 Strato, a McLaren S720, a Rolls-Royce Wraith, and a customized Rolls-Royce Cadillac. Many of his vehicles have been customized by DreamWorks Motorsports, and then some. Other vehicles 64 Blazer, 2000 Jeep Wrangler, gift for his sister, and a Mercedes Benz. Fashion and jewelry. He owns a collection of expensive watches, including a Petit Philippe Nautilus 5711 and a diamond-studded Rolex GMT Master 2. He also has one of his chains is worth $650,000 which he wore at the Met Gala, and he owns a diamond encrusted porcelain veneers that cost about $1.8 million. Dumb shit. Dumb shit. That's why that's why 100 million. See, this psychology. He only saying that because that's ego talking. He don't want to just admit it. He fucked off all his money. So I ain't gonna admit that I fucked off. I ain't gonna fuck off. I ain't gonna admit and just fess up and say I fucked off a lot of money. My ego tripping. I'm embarrassed to say that. Man, $100 million ain't a lot of money, man. $100 million ain't a lot of money, man. Man, get the nigga. He fucked that money off, and he just ain't man enough to say I fucked off a lot of that money. But that's my thoughts.
That's all I'm trying to say right there.
This nigga bought a $1.2 million green.
Something ain't responsible. 100. If you fucked off, like if he's saying he's fucked off because he's only down to his last 30 million right now. If he's saying that, okay, yeah. Cool. But if he's saying he's down to his last $30,000 right now from 100 being up 60 million, dude, nah, bro, man, come on. I got some business plans that I could give you.
I'm telling you, call me.
Because that's like 100 million. There's supposedly 48 million black people in America. 100 million. You gave everybody $1 million twice. You could.
Damn, that's the math ain't right, but I get your point.
I think something like that. Yeah, I think so. I got that dyslexic math. I'm sorry.
Nah, I'm bad at math. Nah, that might make sense. Let me see. 40 million.
Is that right? 48
nah,
million.
That's off like a motherfucker.
Is it off? 48 million. 100 million. Each person get $1 million. Am I off? I'm off like crazy.
Yeah. We're planets apart, but it's all good.
Yeah, that's a good one, fam.
Hey, black folks, I was just trying to get everybody some money. I was trying to get everybody. That's all
yeah, give me 100. You can give me 100,000. Goddamn shit.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, Green with me.
Hey, Big Green. I need my bank teller to have that mindset.
Yeah, just give me a piece. I ain't doing shit for it.
Now, let me ask y'all this. So I want to add a layer to this conversation, right? Everybody, I respect everybody's thoughts on it. It all makes sense. But let me ask y'all what's y'all thoughts on this. So this is a list showing NFL players who are known for not wasting their money. Chad Johnson, the former wide receiver, saved 83% of his career earnings by living frugally, even foregoing luxury items and living in the stadium for a period. I can't vouch for this because he literally even talked about how he wore fake jewelry his whole career. And when he explained that, I said it makes sense. He said, I'm Chad Johnson. He said, my name worth more than the jewelry. They don't give a fuck if that jewelry real or fake. All they see is Chad Johnson. They see Ocho. That fucked me up.
Yep.
That fucked me up because I'm going to tell you why. Because even though I don't have Chad career money, that's what I sell. I sell me as my value. I'm the stock, right? I tell people all the time, look here, not be bragging. I work out. I'm in shape. Nigga, that same bitch that this next nigga got to go buy a $200, $300 shirt for, $300 jeans, I can pull that bitch with a $20 Ross casual fitted on. Like, I sell me, dog. I don't sell all that. Like, I don't know why, but I find it weird when motherfuckers be wearing Louis Vuitton strapped all over. They buy big old L and a V. I'm like, nigga,
Yeah.
are you a brand ambassador, motherfucker? Nigga, because I swear, yeah. John Urschel, former offensive lineman, lived on less than $25,000 a year during his NFL career, saving the rest of his salary. Ron Gronkowski, says he didn't spend 1 cent of his NFL contract money, earning a reputation for being frugal despite his massive earnings, and he lived off the endorsement money.
Smart, man. Smart. Shit. Why not? That's the money you burn through.
That's fucking genius. What's y'all thoughts on these guys that chose to do it the right way? Who want to go first? I'm interested to hear y'all perspective on it because y'all look like some frugal guys.
Hey, go Grunk, man. That was awesome. That's all.
What's your thoughts, True? What's your thoughts on the responsible guys?
Man, I love frugality. Frugality is one of the sexiest things known to man.
Well.
Call it cheap, call it what you want. Like, I want to be able to eat for a lifetime. The discount section, the clearance, that's where I'm at. That's where I live. So absolutely. I like that. I think we need to be more responsible. There's this rapper called I don't want to botch his name. He's a Jewish dude, but he had a song, Save That Money, with you know what I'm talking about? Like,
I like that record already.
Is it Little Dicky?
Little Dicky. That, yeah. And I love that. Listen to it. He's talking the whole time.
Little Dicky be talking some shit, man.
I like the record and I ain't even heard it.
But it's dope because he literally talks like from that, like, yo, well, I'm not using I'm gonna get a Netflix account with the family. Like, why are you talking about spending money, like burning cash? It's not attractive. Like, it's wrong. Like, it's just, but yeah, frugality sexy. That's shout out to them brothers.
Big Green, what's your thoughts on these guys who chose to do it responsibly, man? And
I love it, man.
Yeah, what's your thoughts?
I love it, man. I love the death because shit, I'll be $100 million now in motherfucking Burlington still. Goddamn, I'll still be in that bitch getting them discounts. Goddamn, I ain't playing.
Yep.
I'll still be shopping at goddamn Kroger's.
Man, straight up.
Just saying, man. That's wonderful, bro. You got to get them guys they flowers, man. Because shit, people splurging them one-hit wonders. That's how you gonna feel. One-hit wonder. What you gonna do next?
Man, that's deep.
What you
that's
gonna
deep.
do next?
All right, man. Anything, King, before we jump to the next subject?
Let's go. Like
right.
baby.
Y'all never believe me, but T.O., I bumped into him probably about 8 years ago at a Macy's. And this man was negotiating at the counter. Like buying jewelry, but he was negotiating, and I loved it. Yeah, frugality is a thing, yo. It's a thing.
No, the T.O. Shit, that's what's up. All right, man. Mute your mics, man. Mute your mics. All right.